打ちつけるスコールの中でもひたさられ流れるのは言い訳と迷いだけよ。ぬかるんだ現状に足を取られて陰鬱な空気が喉塞いでもこの声は絶やせないでしょ。この足は止まらないでしょ。命の限りどうか全力で射抜いてよ。瞳で私を焼き付けていこう。それは約束のしかけ。傷を痛がって投げ出す程度の想いじゃない。君は目撃者だよ。 Yes, unlimited you are 見せてあげるエボリューション。Go ahead 未来で前だけを見てひたすらに僕を進む。見る金ばそう決して振り向かず未来へ。栗山に雨が行く手幅のぼとこの想いは消せはしない。けぶる視界をぬかるんだ足元も僕を止めるなんて絶対できないから思い通りにいかなくて泣きたい日も Don't give me up 信じてる胸を焦がす情熱約束しよう。もし何を試されても Never looking back そう決して見るかず Be myself。
パンパンパンパンパンパンパンパラマランパンパンパランパンパンパララパンパンパン。パララララララララララララ Yo, what's up, Durak? Hello, hello, hello. You exist, yes. Yo, what's up? How are you? How is everybody doing today? Oh yeah, my last stream for some reason got hit by a copyright. I don't know why. I'll actually check why. How did this get copyrighted? Oh. It got copyrighted because of a Valorant song from ads. Crazy. There we go. It's gone. You feel... Yo, what's up, Drab Slayer? What's up, what's up, what's up? Hello, everybody. We're gonna chill today. We have some stuff that we can talk about. Especially Banyue. Because they are some... Not really drama, but like, there are some talks. There are some talks about it. There are some rights about it. There are some stuff. But yeah. Why is Banyue in trouble? Are they nerfing Banyue Boba? No. Thank God they don't do that though. They didn't nerf Banyue as a boba. Banyue, why is Banyue in trouble? Basically, no changes since the hot fix. Basically, that's mainly the problem that they've been having, and especially with like how not casual friendly Banyue is. But we're gonna talk about it later. Because I'm planning to make a video talking about it and chatting with you guys about it. But basically, we have some stuff troubling with Banyue and shit, and a lot of people are like gonna complain, you know. Also, Yun, have you recovered those 200 pulls in Uma? Oh, bro, no. I mean, it didn't really affect me as much, mainly because of, like, the characters that I'm gonna pull for Uma Musume is not that, like, how should I say this? Like, their banner is like very long before I go to like the another banner that I'm gonna like surefire pulling on. Because Manhattan Cafe is like the latest Oshi that I wanna pull. My next Oshi is like next year. Like literally next year is my next Oshi pull. And I think most of my pullings after Manhattan Cafe is literally just pulling for a skin for Oguri Cup, the Christmas version because it's meta. And also some support cards. That's it. But I can recover. I mean, I think the last time I pulled for something is literally like Summer Maruzensky, right? And I think that happened like 2 months ago now already. I think. I remember it happening like last month. I think. I think it's last month. I don't remember. I literally got amnesia. I don't know why. But yeah, I can recover those 200 pulls immediately. I have like 4,000 pulls. Not 4,000 pulls, but 4,000 carats already. And that's like 30 pulls, basically. Around 30. Or close to 30. So I'm recovering quite well. I'm just quite sad that I didn't get any meta characters from all the characters that I got. I only got like one character that I really want, which is Meisho Doto. Like one of my Oshi Uma that I want, but I had to skip. Then after that, I literally didn't get any like meta parents at all, which is quite sad. Quite sad about that. But I think it's all good, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna play Zenless today. Do you guys have any plans on what should I do today? Because I wanna do Shiyu. And I wanna make videos. What teams should I use? By the way. Hashire. Do you guys have any characters that you want me? Oh, Ellen Hyper Carry? Should I? Oh. Get ready for Ellen buffs. I think the Ellen buff that we are getting, not really a revamp, but just like stat buff. And it makes sense. It makes sense for it. It's basically 7 disk drive. What do you mean 7 disk drive? Oh. I mean, let's be honest. It makes sense. I mean, are we gonna expect old characters to keep up with statistics in the characters that we have right now? It's been a year already. Like we are literally closing in into season 2, and most or some technically most characters in season 1 are already falling off. So it makes sense. Like statistic buff is like the best thing that they can do right now. Revamp is good. Here's what I would say. Revamp is good for some characters, but I think some characters don't really need revamp, you know? But some of them just need some stats buff, basically. One of the characters that I think doesn't really need a like revamp is Bernice, because Bernice kit is already good, or like how it works is already good. It just needs some buff because she literally just got replaced by Vivian because of how OP she is stat wise, and also how OP her stats and mechanics mix well. With Bernice, she does have mechanics that are good for her stats, but her stats are quite low. That's the only sad thing about it. But thank God they. I mean, we already know the leaks, right? Thank God they are buffing some characters. You know. I cannot wait for the drip marketing because it's gonna happen soon because Banyue is here. When Banyue comes out, the drip marketing is probably gonna be like few days before when he comes out. So I'm quite excited about that. Also, Deadly Assault is refreshing today or later. So tomorrow we're gonna do Deadly Assault runs. We're gonna have a lot of great time today, basically. Drip will be AOD? Probably. We don't know. It's probably gonna be AOD 100%. I'm just thinking about like how are they gonna drip marketed like 2.7. I'm thinking about it because I think we already know that it's probably gonna be one of the members of AOD and then one random character that we don't know yet. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, it can either be a buff A-rank character or a new character because they did say something about like releasing a character soon before or like at the start of season 3 that is very close to us or like someone that we are supposed to know and we still don't know who that person is. Angels of Delusion, more like Angels of Skip, got him. God damn. Why you hate Angels of Delusion? What did they do to you? Bum, 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 bum. Honestly, Angels of Delusion is like quite a good faction. I'm just not like I'm not really like, you know, uh up to pulling for all of them basically. I think one of the factions that I'm thinking that is the same as AOD is basically Stars of Lyra, you know? Like Stars of Lyra characters. I mean, not really characters, but there's only like 2 members. I guess also Mockingbird. Like, I don't really care for the characters. I only like one of the characters on that faction, basically. You know? Or maybe like Bellabug Industry. Maybe Bellabug. I guess I can compare it to Bellabug. I need time to save. Oh, I'm also gonna save for I'm gonna say I'm gonna skip Angels of Delusion to save. I'm definitely doing that. And also I don't have time to build all the characters. If I'm gonna pull for another new characters, I don't have time to build all characters because I'm literally stuck right now. I'm like pre-farming for Yashin, Guang, and Zhao. I'm like pre-farming for Zhao, and I'm in trouble. I mean, I'm almost close doing it. Like I'm so close at farming all of the materials that I need for Banyue. And Zhao, we still don't know about Zhao. Like the materials. I think the only materials that I'm gonna miss for Zhao is basically the weekly boss. Because we're gonna have a new we're definitely gonna have a new weekly boss tomorrow. I mean tomorrow, not next patch. Because next patch is gonna be the last patch.
Good riddance. Yeah. You're the boss, master.
Is it double distribe? Double distribe. It's double distribe today. I already done it earlier because I farm and I like in the morning. Maximum copy is limited as around start to 11. It's gonna be fun though.
Good riddance. Weak spot.
I don't think
Out
okay.
of the way.
This might be
Take this.
cope, but this is probably like Zenless is probably gonna be. Oh my god, Ellen. Zenless is probably gonna be a Genshin situation where they won't do a different version of a character. You know? I don't know. I just think about I just think about it, and I think they will only do a different version of a character for lore wise. If a character is an A rank and strong as fuck like Anbi, I feel like Anbi is a like I don't know. I just think like Anbi is like an exemption, and probably Billy too, an exemption character that will get a like a second S rank form, you know. Start of the night, Billy would go. Oh, I'm waiting for the. You know, if I skip Anbi, I skip Anbi because she doesn't look that good, in my opinion. But if Billy, bro, if Billy gets a S rank version, I'm gonna 100% pull for it. I think Billy is the only character that like I'm actually like. Billy is the only character that I'm actually like gonna pull, you know, like a male character that like purposely pulling. And also, it's crazy like that the characters, the male characters that I only pull for this game is literally not even human characters. A freaking robot characters is the one that I'm pulling for. I have hate at human agents in this game. I only pull for robot dudes. But yeah, if you get a Starlight Knight, that would be nice. Like actual nice. Oh yeah, we can actually try Bailey on this event. If I remember it correctly. And we might okay. We're gonna do a we're gonna start our cooking here. Okay? We're gonna start our cooking here. Wait a minute. We're gonna start cooking here. We're gonna talk about Banyue. So, I'm gonna record when I try Banyue. Okay. Oh, Banyue is dialing is here. Tyrone. So basically, I think they're talking about like Banyue joining the Krampus now. Is it crazy to say that I ship Banyue and Dialin? I ship them too. I don't know why. Wait a minute. You know what? Before we go on, actually I wanna take photo with these two. Boom. Ah. When Banyo arrives, you better channel your inner Tekken. Oh, bro, I don't play Tekken. I don't even play like fighting games at all. I mean, I tried, you know, but I didn't continue. If you know what I mean. Wait, can we not try Banyue?
Hello!
Oh, we're not gonna
Rep
try Banyue.
2493 at your... This weather's perfect for...
What brings you here this time?
We're not gonna try Banyue. Why? 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 Alright. Sorry if there's no background sound, by the way. Because I'm gonna try to record a video and I like... you know what? This is kind of weird. I'm not even recording right now. Let me just put a BGM.
I got you! Pretty cool,
opening.
huh? Hey! You're now connected with the forward!
Burn.
Turn around!
I kind of feel bad for like skipping Dialin, because Dialin is such an OP character, and I'm literally missing out. I'm missing out so much. But at the same time, I got this feeling like, bro, I cannot keep pulling for like... I cannot keep pulling for a character. Like a support character. Like, is Hyun just gonna like, you know, freaking hoard all of my supportive characters, bro? Like, I don't want that, you know? Yeah, what's up, Hunter Games? She's good, yes, she's good. Oh, Yun, have you heard about the controversial changes of Zhao? What controversial changes? Tell me. Before we go on. Yun, skipping Dialin is gonna be lighter. Oh, yeah, it literally is. And it's the most obvious one. Dialin is the most obvious, like, if you skip Dialin, you're fucked. But lighter is not the obvious one, bro. That's the thing, though. Like, on the lighter situation, it's not even that obvious. We only got to know his value when we literally, like, when literally Evelyn came out, you know? So lighter's value just skyrocketed. Zhao lost Rapture tag for her additional ability. Really? Or is it just messy? Wait, let me check. There's no way that's true though. If that's not true, why are they doing that? There's no way that's true. If they remove it, they're removing like what's good about the character? There's no way. Because I should know about it if they're changing something about Zhao. There's no changes. I don't see any changes. Okay, wait. Is the change true or not? Let me actually check Hakush. I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you, bro, if this is not true, okay? Durak, I'm gonna ban you if this is not true. You're freaking spreading misinformation. Let me see. They did! What the fuck? They actually did. I mean, overall though, who, like, it makes sense. It makes Is it really that controversial though? I feel like it's not that controversial, in my opinion. Now that I think about it more, it's not that controversial. Oh, in the people, the Discord you're in? I got Hugo early, can't farm them all. Not as much as saying she was the void hunter. What do you mean? That's just a meme. Nobody's actually believing that she's a void hunter. But anyways, yeah. I feel like it doesn't even matter at all if the rapture additional requirement for her doesn't really work. Mainly because who is she gonna replace though? Like, let's think about it actually clearly. Who is she gonna replace? There's no character that she can replace. There's already like characters that are already solidify the placement of that slot for rapture agents. Fufu? Bro, Fufu, what do you mean? Fufu already got replaced by Dialin. Like, who is she gonna replace? No, like, Zhao is not gonna replace anybody. You know? Especially on Rapture. No, like, even though Zhao is good for... Let's say Zhao is still good for Rapture. All in all, you're still gonna use... like, a support. Especially when Lucia is there, you know? I mean, people might skip Dian. Are you really sure Dylan is gonna like? I mean, are you really sure meta players are gonna skip Dylan? Most meta players will not skip Dylan. The only people who will actually skip Dylan is people who don't like her, and those people who don't like her actually don't play the game seriously. So it doesn't even matter at all. Like, if we're actually being honest, if we're in this patch, the actual character that you need to pull in this patch, not even bias, is just Dialin. You're not even gonna look at Banyue's way, okay? Yun, the meta player is giving Dialin. I'm not even a meta player. I'm not even like meta player. If I'm a meta player, bro, I'm gonna like get an M1 for some characters. Okay, I'm not a meta bro. Why am I even why am I even trying to get Banyue if I'm a meta character? Let's be honest here, okay?
Forward!
Don't put me in the same level as the meta players, okay? I'm not even close. I'm not even close to a meta player.
Time it.
Leave it
Step
to
back.
me.
It's almost.
Premium support.
Your fate is sealed. Evil shall be purged.
Oh.
Concentrate.
It's showtime. A complaint? Too late for that.
Please, no. But yeah,
Intercept.
overall, like, there's no character
disappointing.
that Zhao can replace in general. Especially on Rapture, when Rapture is literally dominating the meta right now. You know? Like, Lucia is already a second slot. Nobody can replace Lucia. The next slot you need to get is like literally a stunner. There's no way you're gonna put a Zhao on a stunner slot for a Rapture. Especially when Dylan is there, or even Jufufu is there. And if I'm gonna be very honest, if like, let's say like they actually didn't pull for Dylan and Fufu is the only character that they can use as a stunner for Rapture, there's still no way you can replace Fufu with Zhao. Mainly because, yes, Zhao does give Rapture some stuff, Zhao will not really help you with stun. You know? Like, Zhao is not like... Zhao is not like... Yo, what's up, Liso? Thank you for the follow. But yeah, Zhao is not like Caesar, where Caesar is semi-stunner, you know? But yeah, what's up, hey? Yeah, pull Lucia, yeah, like actually, like supports are just good. I'm good. We're good here. Just talking about Zenless. But yeah, no, because eventually we're like 4 teams eventually needs to be cut. I regret pulling for. I regret pulling Lucia. Why are you regretting pulling for Lucia? Because eventually when you're like 4 teams, if you ever have some 4 team, you don't have a Rapture DPS, then it's your fault, bro. Do you not have the Yishuan? We're doing good here, Liso. Liso, are you a bot? Why are you asking these things? Probably a bot, huh? Remember, I skipped all the way to M6, for Orphe M6. Oh, damn. Yeah. I mean, you can either get a Rupture agent soon. We're probably gonna have a rerun of Yishu 1 soon. Anyways. So, like, you can literally get any Rupture agent soon. And I feel like there's no point, actually, you know? Or there's no, I mean, there's no point. I mean, like, it's gonna be a while for Lucia to get to get replaced on her slot. I feel like reruns are bait, not gonna lie. Let me guess. You watch ALG video talking about, oh, why you should not pull for rerun characters. Is that why? Do you play other games too, or stick to this one? I play other games too. I play Uma and stuff. CZN. Some are not gacha games too, like Marvel. Actually haven't, so that it exists. I mean, okay, let's be honest here. In every gacha, if you are like someone who actually cares about meta, normally you wouldn't really pull for rerun because of like some of the reruns already got, you know, fallen off, or their value is already not there for the end game or the meta itself. So like it makes sense for a gacha game, especially if you're thinking to improving your account, to not go for reruns and just wait for the next one that's gonna replace those reruns. But the thing though is like it's gonna cost you time. You know, it's gonna cost you time because you're just gonna be keep waiting and waiting and waiting for that character. You know? I tend to ignore Cece's opinion. And you watch my stream where I give my opinions all the time. Where they do that and they make another video telling you why you should. I mean, yeah. Oh, nice. You play story modes like GTA? No. I mean, I play story mode games, yeah, but like not GTA and stuff. How are you though, Liso? How did you find this stream? Because you're not really, based on what you're talking about right now, I feel like you're not really a gacha gamer. Especially ignoring your opinion, Joe. Bro. It's okay if you ignore your opinion. No. I mean, in all honestly though, like, it's my own opinion. So like, you can ignore it and not care and shits. I didn't really expect for people to. Okay, I'm not saying this to like, oh my god, I'm like belittling myself. No, like I'm actually like serious. There's literally no need to care about my opinion. It's like one person's opinion. You should have your own. Basically, that's what I think. But sometimes I get rage baited on Twitter talking about some stupid things, which is actually stupid. And now I'm in this situation of where like I'm talking to people that I'm talking to a person, but like we have a big wall. So basically, I'm talking to a person, but like technically, I'm talking to a wall. But yeah, and then actually try won't argue. If I didn't actually care, I would argue much with you because you like arguing, bro. You like rage baiting. Thank God I don't have Twitter. Oh, Twitter is fun. Twitter is fun if you ignore some stupid people. That's what's nice about like Twitter is that there's stupid people in that app, and it's obvious that you can see them. It's gonna be up to you to ignore them or not, because if you do not ignore them, you're gonna look stupid, and you're gonna be the same as them, stupid in the app. So like, you know, if you're gonna interact with the app, you need to see it for yourself first if you can handle that. As for myself, I'm a big guy. I can handle myself. Oh, we can actually play Banyue now. Oh, wait a minute. This is gonna be fun. We can play Banyue now. But yeah, going back to Zhao. Zhao is the only character that you can use for Guang at the moment. Or if you don't want to use Zhao on Guang, then you can literally just use Seed or like Astra. I mean, technically, you're still gonna use Astra if you're using Seed or Zhao. Or you can just use Dialin. So basically, Astra, Dialin, and Guang. You know. I think right now, based on Zhao's kit, the only characters that you can use Zhao with is basically some anomaly and some
Whatever you
advance.
seek, I will devote myself wholeheartedly.
And also, you said something about 4-team endgame. I feel like 4-team endgames will come soon, but I think not right now. Like they are like testing it on threshold, but I think right now with like how varied the roster is, I feel like you can literally not care really about 4 teams. Unless you really are a meta guy. Of course you're gonna care for a 4-team, end game and shits. But at the moment, I feel like that should not be your worries first. And I feel like you're also gonna fuck yourself in the ass. Especially if you like pull for M6. You know? I mean, like, I'm not pulling for M6, saving for M6, cool. But at the same time, I feel like pulling for M1 or M2 is enough already. Or even like M0, just pulling for the characters is already enough. And that will make your roster more varied. That's what I'm doing, bro. Like, all my characters are M1. Not the standard though. I played Story and CN to avoid dive bugs. Banyue CN voices. Dang. Oh yeah, how you like the story, by the way? It's kind of hard to play. I mean, it's already expected. That's why I'm making a video right now. I'm gonna make a video about Banyue talking about it. Before you pull for Banyue, here's my opinion about Banyue. Something like that. I wonder what I should title this Banyue video because I'm gonna talk about like Banyue in general. You know, I enjoy the story. The Banyue is really fun, but I need to save. Just pull for Banyue, bro. Like, who are you even gonna save for? Guang? I guess Guang, yeah. Then skip for Banyue. Mid E, you can dodge Harden's tank set. It's easy. It's probably easy. Need my white-haired waifu. Damn. Okay.
I may be slow, but I still have 2 fists to swing.
Oh my god. He's gonna swing his fist on my ass. That's crazy. Anyways, we're gonna try. We're gonna try Banyue and see
Whatever you seek, I will devote myself wholeheartedly.
how good this character is gonna be, you know? I mean, not really how good, but we're just gonna see how he plays. Because we already know Banyue is definitely gonna be a high mastery kind of character where it gonna depends on how you play him. You know? It's like more difficult than Evelyn. You know? I mean, his combo is very like understandable.
Pretty cool, huh?
Causing a ruckus to the fool making a scene. You will be ground to dust.
Wait. How to... Wait, let me actually see. How do people... Wait. I saw a Bilibili video about Banyue. And they are charging Banyue. How do they charge Banyue? How do you charge? How do you charge?
We tigers are on! Leave it to me!
Strike mountains might.
Look at that.
Tranquil death.
Look at that.
Know your place.
Oh my god.
Coming!
He's so fire. He's so fire to use, bro. I love him. I wanna know how do you charge how to charge Banyue. Because I saw a video on Bilibili on how they use Banyue and they can like do a Super Saiyan. How do they do that? Wait. I wanna do it again. How do they charge Banyue? Because I saw a Bilibili video where at the very start of before they trigger the boss, they can charge Banyue and like, you know, remove Banyue's like HP. You know? How do they do that? There's so many fucking combos on Banyue, holy shit. Just checking out this because I saw a video. Wait, you know what? Let me actually show you guys. But let me show you the Bilibili video. It's this video. Look at this. So there we go. Opens up, and then Banyue is like charging. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how.
Watch it.
How do they charge Banyue? What? Is there a Banyue guide already? Wait, you know what? Let me check this out first.
Banyue is one of the coolest and
I heard some people are criticizing Revenue's Banyue video. I don't know why. So some people don't like Banyue's like Revenue's Banyue video. How does he charge his things? This one.
his basic attack pressed to go super HP, which is basically, well, always. We can hold but and has more than 50% HP, which is basically, well, always. We can hold his basic attack pressed.
Oh, so only when it's not in combat. Ah. That's actually cool. So in this one, in the in this one we cannot do it because we open up in combat basically.
Crumble!
Interesting.
I shall respond the unclean! Tranquil death! Three mountains!
Thanatos
I'm here! Shake the earth! Move mountains! I won't let you escape!
Okay. I need to learn more about Banyue, but he's definitely gonna be hard to play. I feel like in Banyue, it's very situational because you need to learn his combo, and I think learning combo in Zenas is overall very easy to do. But I just wonder how is it gonna perform, because Banyue is definitely be a character where, like I said, Banyue is a continuous damage kind of character. She's not like Banyue is not a burst damage character, and we all know, like we already have like characters that are continuous damage characters.
Wanna hear a summer story?
One of the best examples is basically
Do I
Ellen.
really need to take this class?
Ellen is the best example of like continuous damage kind of character. Who else? I guess Anton too. Anton. Um, Soldier 11 is also a continuous damage kind of character. And at the moment, in the meta, not there's literally like there's no continuous like a continuous damage DPS that is like dominating right now overall. And Banyue might be that character that are gonna do that. And also, continuous damage DPS is not really that popular, you know? If you think about it, like Ellen is Ellen is popular, but like she's not popular like to use you know, on endgame and stuff. Like if you're gonna think about endgame, you're gonna think about like how to clear fast. You're not gonna think Ellen first. You're gonna think Miyabi, or you're gonna think Kid Harry as ice DPS, you know, especially on Soldier 11. Like if you're thinking for clearing an endgame that have like fire weakness, you're not gonna think about Soldier 11 first. You're gonna think about like Evelyn, you know, or you're gonna think about Orphe. You're not gonna think about Soldier 11 unless you don't have any other fire DPS, of course. That's why like they're not really that popular, but technically they're still popular. But like you know, in the meta, they're not really that popular to use. Usually it's Evelyn, you know, and probably Banyue too when he comes out. especially since like we have a Banyue like fire weakness rupture boss that he can work very well with. I just don't know how to feel about Banyue if we're gonna think about it in like a viewpoint or like a meta player, because you're not really gonna pull for Banyue if we're talking about like meta, because Banyue is okay. I'm just gonna say this, okay? Just let's just be real. Banyue is like lifetime in the meta is gonna end after like maybe 3 patch. I'm gonna guess 3 patch, you know? And I'm saying this where like Banyo is only gonna get the highest score this patch or maybe next patch also, mainly because Banyo is probably gonna have a big buff, you know? I mean, we already know the pattern for endgames, especially for new characters. They're gonna feel very strong at the very start, but as time passes, as patch, like as new buff resets, new bosses resets, overall, Banyo, a character that like Banyo, especially for DPS, is not really gonna like how should I say this? It's not that neglected, but it's kind of like neglected, but not in a like very neglected way. It's like Evelyn, like Evelyn right now. Her buff when she came out on the end game is very good, but now like some of her buff is very generalized, where doesn't really like make her that OP when she got released. That's what I'm saying basically. Like Jane Doe, you know, some of those characters when she comes out very OP and shits, but as time passes, of course, it goes down. Like especially like Kid Harry. Kid Harry literally just came out uh literally a patch ago, and we're probably gonna see a decline of her, especially when we're entering like season 3. So overall, without being biased, since I'm gonna pull for Banyue, planning to get him because I like Banyue. But meta wise, I feel like pulling for Banyue is not really the best thing to do. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. You know? And also with like how high maintenance, just like how high maintenance Ellen is, but it's probably gonna be worse on Banyue. It's just gonna be like a very hard situation, especially if you're a casual player and you're planning to pull for Banyo and you're trying to take like the end game, you're taking it seriously. It's not gonna be an easy one, you know. It's quite sad because I really like Banyo, and especially with like some of the rumors that they haven't changed Banyue at all since the last time Banyue got hotfixed, because spoiler alert, Banyue got actually like nerf. And I think that's the last hotfix that we got from Banyue. She got nerf. But Banyue is still strong. We do have some early videos that by the way, shout out to my boy Kete, because Kete send these videos on his server and I got to watch this. So basically this like Banyue's performance as M0 Banyue with Dialin and Lucia getting like getting like a kill from the Yeshuan boss. And by the way, you're not gonna see the same performance on your account unless you know how to play Banyue. Okay? Unless you know how to play Banyue and you have all the characters that this guy have, you're not gonna clear. Let's be realistic. A normal player who will clear endgame, but won't really like be a meta player, won't do this kind of like score. So you should expect to learn to actually play this guy to get at least close to a kill, or like at least like on the 40k range with this team. And I think from what I know, these characters are, yeah, these characters, uh Banyue, wait, does Banyue, yeah, Banyue have a signature, but Dialin and Lucia doesn't have a signature. So maybe if you know how to play Banyue and you actually master Banyue, you will get this. But especially when we know how like the end game changes, and like especially with like the buff, and also like the HP of the bosses changing every 2 cycles of the boss, or every 2 appearance of the boss, especially with Yeshunguang Datral having 160 million HP. It's just gonna be matter of like, are you gonna, like, are you gonna master this boss, you know because this guy got a kill very close on the time. That's actually nice. I don't know like the whole environment of this, but this one, basically like Banyu is in this disadvantage of on the Yeshungong boss, mainly because Yeshungong boss doesn't really have like a fire weakness. But in this one, Banyue does have an advantage, mainly because I think this boss is made for Yidhari and Banyue. And this is the Wandering Hunter. And I think, yeah, this is also a clear. This is a clear too. So it's a kill. And this is also M0 Banyue, if I'm right. I don't know. I don't read Chinese, but from the information that Kete said, put out on the Discord, where this came from, it says that this is M0. So unless you actually know how to play and rotate Banyue with a good build also, expect to at least like have high score. But we don't know. We don't know. We still don't know. This is just like early access stuff. When did this like actually came out? November. No, not actually November. This is December 11. So basically like early access. Very early access. So it's actually gonna matter with your skill, especially mastery on Banyue. For me though, I'm actually gonna invest my time to actually master Banyue. I'm probably gonna have a painful time, but I'm probably gonna have a lot more fun, mainly because I don't have any more DPS. I need a DPS because I haven't pulled for any DPS at all in this game. I need a DPS. But expect, okay? If you're gonna pull for Banyue, there's some conditions you need to do. You actually need to learn how to play the character first. Second, you're gonna need to learn how to rotate this guy, because this is a continuous damage DPS, same as Ellen, where like it's not like burst character where like after stun you're just gonna literally rain down your resources. It's not gonna be like that. You're gonna do some timing, okay? You're gonna do some timing. And also, it's gonna take you a while to actually like get used to Banyue, And we're just gonna see. I'm gonna be making some Banyue videos when he comes out, and I'm gonna show you guys some of the clears that I'm gonna do, and trying him out, learning how to play Banyue. But just overall, hope that people that will actually pull for Banyue learns how to play Banyue, because this is not, like I said, this is not like any other DPS where like they're easy to use. This is actually like hard to play. I mean, comparable to Zenless, it's gonna be hard to play, you know. But if you know how to actually do a combo stuff, if you're a fighting game player, it's probably gonna be easy for you guys. But for me, I'm not a fighting game player, so I'm just giving my opinion as someone who is actually casual in the game, but also follow the, you know, end game. Try to clear the end game as high as possible with my account. I'm just gonna say this: if you're not really that, you know, very serious about Banyue, do not pull for Banyue. You know, do not pull. Just wait for another fire DPS that gonna comes out, or maybe use Manato because Manato is probably gonna be easier than Banyue. But you know, if you are someone who actually wants Banyue, go for it, bro. Go for it. We love Banyue here. We love Banyue here. But yeah, overall that's it for this video. This is literally just a yap session. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Boom. I don't know. I feel like I just yap for 20 minutes there. You know. But then I even yap. I think I feel like I just like keep saying the same thing over and over again. Wait a minute. When they release a new A-rank Rupture W engine, probably. I don't know. I didn't really look at leaks at the moment for a few days now. I only follow some leaks, like animation leaks. On Yashun Guangin shits. I don't follow like meta leaks. The only reason why I know some meta leaks is some of the people post it on Twitter, and you know what? If it's already there, I already see it, why not? Why not look at it? You know? Banyue is in trouble. Banyue is in trouble. God damn. I have a lot of events that I haven't touched yet. I have 17 days left. Ooh, police! Just running around. What should we do now? We're done. We're actually done now. That's the only Banyue thing that I'm gonna do for Zenless. Oh wait, should we rank some stuff? I titled the stream where I should rank some characters. Ooh. Ranking some characters. I have some idea. This is probably gonna be fun. Or no. I already okay. I'm basically gonna make a tier list, okay? Let's make a tier list today. ZZZ tier list. Tier list maker. Okay. We should do this. I have a plan. Since I titled this video as making a tier list. We're gonna make a tier list today. Not a character, I mean, it's a character tier list, but not like the usual character tier list like Pride Win tier list or like that. No. We're gonna do something else. Okay? We're gonna do something fun. That's what we're gonna do today. We actually put on some music in the background while we play.
this 12-12 be the
Freaking ads. Pum pum. It's December 11th today, bro. We're almost at Christmas. That's crazy. It's almost Christmas, guys. What the hell? Sometimes I go on, but sometimes I want. Stinkiest. We're gonna do a stinky tier list, okay? Smell good. No smell. Not bad. Not bad. Musty. Stinky. Yes, we're gonna do a stinky tier list. That's what we're gonna do today. Okay, we need to change the freaking audio. There we go. Okay. This is gonna be a fire content, guys. This is gonna be fire content. Yo, what's up? We are here with some fire ass content from Zone Zero. This is all the things that we do when there's no stamina in the game, there's nothing to do in the game, and there's no content to make. Okay? Today, we're gonna do a stinky tier list. Who is the character in Zone Zero is the most stinky, the most musty, and characters that smell so good that you're gonna bust. That's all we're gonna do today, okay? We're gonna do that today. You know what? Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below who do you think is the stinkiest character in Zone Zero, okay? Because I already know. I have some characters here that are smelling so musty. Smell so musty. Okay? I already have some characters that I'm like eyeing on, and I know these girls are gonna be musty, bruh. But anyways, you know what? Without further ado, let's get into this. Let's start with the first character, okay? Anbi. Do I think Anbi smells something? I feel like Anbi doesn't smell. I feel like Anbi doesn't have any smell. One of the reasons why is that Anbi is a clone, and I feel like Anbi doesn't really have a BO, body odor. I don't know if she has a body odor. It's kind of weird and kind of inefficient for clone makers to have her excrete waste. Or maybe she can't excrete waste, mainly because like they did say, I mean, we do know that she ate something, so technically she's alive, but we don't know the body. We don't know how her body works. And also, I think from what I remember, I think in Seed's event they did say that like Anbi smells like Lily from Seed's Trust event. From what I know, Seed said that, you know, Anbi smells like a lily, like a flower, but she also smells like a burger. So I feel like I'm gonna put her maybe like not bad. Oh, maybe no smell, you know? You know what? Not bad, not bad. We're gonna put her on not bad. That's what I think. Yeah, she smells like burger. But like Sid said that Anby smells the same as Soldier 11, where they both smells like Lily, but with Anby she smells like burger. And speaking of Soldier 11, you know what? Let's go into Soldier 11 since we're already talking about Soldier 11. Okay, S rank Sanbi is also gonna be on not bad because it's probably gonna be the same. Where's Soldier 11? Soldier 11 is probably gonna be smelling good. You know what? Wait. Because she's out all the time, she's probably gonna be much smellier than Anby. I'm just saying because we do have a lot of like Soldier 11. For some reason, Soldier 11 art that she have a lot of like sweat. She's like a sweaty girl for some reason. There's probably like she likes eating hot food. She's probably gonna be stinky. Kind of stinky, but not that stinky. You know, it's not a bad stink. You know, it's just sweat a lot. But it's not. It's probably gonna be not bad. You know, she's not probably gonna be on a not bad situation. Billy probably gonna be have no smell because Billy's probably just gonna smell like metal anyways. Ooh, Nicole. I feel like Nicole, even though I said Nicole is a like a scammer, she like stinky. She got a stinky personality, but I feel like Nicole will have like a good hygiene. She will smell good, I think. That's just that's what I think, I guess. Corinne will also probably smell good. You know, I think will actually smell good than Nicole. That's what I think. Ooh, Big Ben. Big Ben is definitely gonna be musty. All day working at construction site and also with all of the fur that he got, it's probably gonna smell musty. Though Ben does like only like most of the time work as a like you know, he does paperwork, but I feel like with like all the fur, it's probably gonna smell musty. Anton probably stinky, but you know what? Musty, you know. I'm gonna forgive Anton for a bit, you know, because Anton is probably gonna smell like a guy out in the sun, like Anton's probably gonna smell like a sun or something. So Kako will probably smell musty also, you know. He's probably like a type of like character where she would not like, she hates water. That's my headcanon. I don't know if that's true, but that's my headcanon. Lucy is probably gonna smell a lot good, you know. Piper gonna be musty too because she's always out, she's always driving. You know, her truck gonna smell musty. I think she's gonna be like next to Anton. That's what I think, okay? That's what I think about Piper. But I feel like if like let's say like she's not working, she's probably gonna smell good, you know? But for now, musty situation. Nekomata. I feel like Nekomata is a cat tyrant, and she doesn't like, she probably, my headcanon is probably like same as Okaku. She probably hates water too. So like she's gonna be musty too. That's what I think. Oh, Koleida. Okay. Maybe this is a hot take, but I'm gonna put Koleida as not bad. I feel like I have a headcanon that Koleida will not smell that bad. I don't know why, but I just think that she's like a clean person. She's probably gonna smell like a sun too, but not that bad, you know? That's it. Maybe just my headcanon. I don't know why, but I just, even though she's a construction worker, I just think Koleida would smell good. Like same as Soldier 11, where there's like sweaty as fuck, but they're probably gonna smell good, you know? Or and then they're not gonna smell good, but like they're gonna like, no, you know, it's not that bad, you know. It's not that where like you're sitting next to her, like to them, where like, oh, you're like gonna close your nose. No, I feel like that's not gonna happen. Grace the number one stinkiest person that we know. It's canon that's Sons of Caledon shower. Yes, but that's the end of the day. They shower at the end of the day. So like they work like all day long out in the sun. Okay? So like we're talking about stinky situation here. Of course they're all gonna smell good when they shower. That's already given. We're talking about the characters here being stinky. Okay? Oh, Lycon is probably gonna smell so good. He takes care of himself. Even though he's a furry dude, he have those like those fancy ass like fur perfume. Those like fancy dog have where they have like freaking perfume. Bro got that. And also got some bro got some fluffy hair. I'm just gonna say if he can maintain his fluffy hair like that, then that means bro got some fancy shampoo too. I'm just saying. Rina is probably gonna smell good too. Ellen probably gonna smell good too. You know what? I think Lycon is gonna smell a lot more. Like smell good a lot. Lycon is gonna smell more good than Rina and Ellen. Maybe, I don't know. I just think that way. Zuyuan, not bad situation. Bro is a police officer, probably gonna running around all day long. So, not bad. Chingy, I'm gonna give Chingy into no smell. I don't know if Chingy does sweat, but I feel like she doesn't. Maybe, I don't know. But she probably gonna same situation where there's no smell. Ooh, Jane Doe. From what I know, Jane Doe does have some like a makeup kit. So she's probably gonna have some perfume here and there. And she's like a very seductive person. So there's no way she's not gonna have like a perfume with her all the time. There's no way, I think. Maybe, I don't know. But I feel like she's gonna, like, she's gonna smell good. But she does like our smell, the MC smell. Because for some reason on her trust event, bro is like smelling our bed. She smells our mustiness. our BO. Anyways, Seth. Oh, Smet is probably gonna be this. Like, running around. Bro is probably very active. Probably gonna be very musty. Oh, I'm gonna say Caesar as not bad. I'm probably gonna, you know what? I'm probably gonna make like Caesar at the not bad category, but at the top of the not bad category. Mainly because she probably runs around all the time at the sun, and then she got this like a sweet, like, a romantic personality where like she's gonna notice that she smells bad, then she's gonna shower. So I feel like I'm gonna put her at not bad, not musty, not bad. Oh, Bernice. I feel like Bernice is gonna smell musty, just because bro is like working with stuff all the time. She's also a bartender though. She gonna smell musty. I feel like, you know what? Maybe this one, not bad. Yanagi is gonna smell good next to Jane though. I already know that. Lighter is probably gonna smell not bad too next to Zuyuan. You know what? No. I feel like bro is gonna be musty as fuck. I just know bro is gonna smell musty. One of the reasons why is bro got scarf and bro is on outer ring. Like where like the sun is always out. Bro is wearing scarf. Bro is wearing leather. Like those sweats are like building up. And you guys know like the lighter story where like she's like naked and stuff. You know that how sweaty she is. Probably like musty as fuck. I'm just saying. Asaba probably have no smell. Asaba probably gonna smell like freaking. I don't know. I just have a headcanon where like her masa is gonna smell like a hospital. You know? It's not canon that lighter showers. Oh my god. So Kako always bat with Yanagi and Miyabi. What do you mean she's musty? She's musty, okay? So Kako is musty. If we're talking about all day long work, you know she's gonna be musty. Because bro is running all the time. You know? You know she's gonna be musty. Okay? Let's not kid around here. Miyabi! Maybe around here. She does wear somewhere like very like she's very like covered. So I don't know how is that like how is that gonna work, you know? I just know I just don't have any information about Miyabi being stinky and shits. So I'm just like thinking about headcanon here and thinking about what she wears. She wears like a very like on the upper body she wears like a very like, you know, covered. So like I just think about it like she's always outside, always training. She's probably gonna smell at least not bad, you know? She's at least gonna smell at some point. Astria was probably gonna smell good. At the top of the smell good because bro is like a pop star. Bro is probably like wearing some expensive ass perfume. You already know that. Evelyn, I'm probably gonna put Evelyn around here. I don't know. You know what? Maybe this. Maybe those like at the top of those smell. Mainly because I just don't see Evelyn wearing a perfume. You know? Because we all know from like Evelyn's EP, bro doesn't have any furniture. Bro is like you know, Evelyn is like living like a college dude. You know? Evelyn is like living like a college dude where like the house doesn't have any furniture. It just have some chairs, table, and freaking bed. That's it. And you know, bro just doesn't buy any perfume, but she's not gonna smell bad. I don't know. I just think Evelyn is not gonna have any smell, even though she's running around all the time. You know what? Now I think about it, Lucy should go up next to Astra. You know what? Go down a bit. Maybe next to Yanagi. Because Lucy is also out all the time, but at the same time, she's like very expensive girly and she likes her expensive brand stuff. So I feel like she will smell good. I think it's canon that Lucy smells good, especially with like the shampoo that she got. You know what? Now I think about it, since like Caesar wear the same shampoo as Lucia, maybe I will make Caesar go down a bit. Maybe around here. You know, because they do. It's canon that they do both use the same shampoo because Caesar steals shampoo from Lucia. Pulcra. It's probably gonna smell musty. I don't know. Headcanon maybe, but she's probably gonna smell musty. Around lighter. Trigger. Oh. Trigger. With like with the leggings that she got, she's probably gonna smell musty as fuck after the like at the end of the day, she's gonna smell musty. You know those like cosplayer where they got like the like Evangelion like bodysuit, and then like they literally remove the suit and then it's full of sweat. It's probably gonna be the same situation as like Trigger, you know, because like her leg is gonna be full of sweat. I just know that. it's gonna smell must at the end of the day. I just know. It's like it's a build-up of like sweat. You know? I just know. Oh, Vivian is definitely gonna smell good. Probably like smell same as Lucy. Oh, you know this guy use perfume. Bro, use cologne. You know who go use cologne. Yushuan? I don't know. I don't know where to put Yushuan. I feel like I gotta put Yushuan as not bad. Same as Caesar maybe. Oh, bro cook all the time. Panino is probably gonna smell like onions and garlic. So I'm probably gonna put Panino on musty category. Jufufu same as not bad as Sichuan. Probably next to her. You know? You know what? Now I think about Miyabi, I think you should be next to Zuyuan. Because I feel like Miyabi will not smell like super bad. You know? She's still gonna smell kinda good, but like not that bad. Same as maybe like, you know what? Go down. There we go. I feel like this is nice. This is a nice category. Zuyuan probably gonna not Zuyuan, Yuzuha is probably gonna smell. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know like the environment situation on Waifei Peninsula, but wearing a sweater outside, especially if it's sunny as fuck, I just know bro is sweating, and I know that sweater is like brimming with like pure sweat. Because who the fuck wears sweater outside when it's sunny? I mean, she does have an umbrella, so I guess I will give her like a benefit of a doubt. Maybe like not bad. I don't know. Alice probably smells good, but like kinda. You know what? Next to Lucy. Maybe upper than Vivian. Sid probably gonna smell. Oh, I feel like. Does Sid smell musty? Or no? Because Sid is always inside Sid Senior. But I don't know the smell situation inside a robot. She's probably gonna smell not that bad, but like maybe this. It's not even fit situation. I'm just talking about like the environment that she's always in. She's probably gonna be always in Sid Senior. And it's probably gonna smell all the time. Especially when you're not airing out like the inside of Sid Senior. You're not airing out like the the suit. Orphe, from what we know, Orphe smells like gunpowder, right? So I'm probably gonna put her on not bad. Next to Soldier 11. You know what, lower? Because Soldier 11 does smell like Lily, but Orphe does smell like gunpowder from what we know from Sid's story. Wait, don't we know that Trigger also smells good? But you know what, I'm not gonna change it, mainly because of the legging situation. Oh, Lucy is probably gonna smell freaking musty as fuck. Mainly because bro is always outside. Bro is like always in a hollow. Bro is always like running around, like sleeping outside and shit. Manato is probably gonna smell not bad. Maybe this. Not bad. The higher not bad. Hidari is probably gonna smell fucking good. Maybe next to Ellen, maybe. There we go. Dialin. I just don't see Dialin having a smell. I don't know why. I don't know. I cannot imagine Dialin having a smell, so maybe no smell. Banyue no smell too. Probably gonna smell rusty as fuck though. I think. Zao is probably gonna smell kind of good. I don't know. I feel like Zao is like a well-kept person. Maybe headcanon, maybe, I don't know. Yashin Guang probably no smell next to Evelyn. Ah, this is my thing. The this is all the things that we have right now. Let me check chat because some of the chatters said that some characters need some changes. Orphe is also a clone. Orphe might smell musty because we see her sleep in her uniform. Oh, that's right. She also oh my god. We do know on her demo that she also like sleep on a car, and we know how like if a car is not well kept, you know how bad a car smells, okay? Especially if you're also like sleeping on your uniform, okay? So you know what, I'm gonna give you maybe like this one, maybe this one, maybe this one, Nexusid, maybe that's fair. Yeah, Orphe might smell musty as fuck. Who else are we gonna change? I feel like we need another person on the stinky category, because there's no way that Grace is the only one on the stinky category. You know? I feel like we need another character that is in the stinky category. It's already guaranteed that Grace is gonna be on stinky category. Bro is like sleeping like when working. Bro is like bro just looks like stinky as fuck. Well, like who else is a stinky person that we can put next to Grace? I feel like Anton just smells like a guy. I feel like it doesn't smell like, I'm a guy myself. I feel like a guy smell just doesn't smell stinky, but smells like musty. That's what I think. At least. Nekomata might, because I feel like I have a headcanon that Nekomata might be scared of water, but I just don't know. You know what? Sure, let's put Nekomata on stinky. We need a medical ward tier. Send Haru up there. You know what? Sure. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. New tier. Probably smell like a dead person. We're gonna put Harumasa there. We're putting Harumasa there. Just for him. That's where Harumasa is. Okay. Okay. Are we good with this tier list? Are we good with this? I feel like I'm good with this. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you think. Do you think this tier list is good enough? I feel like I don't really have any person to change on this tier list, in my opinion. But I feel like most of the characters either smells good or either smells not bad. You know, only some characters are like musty and stinky, I think. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you think, and like, comment, subscribe, comment down below what you think. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. You know what? Let me save this. Did I I don't know if I saved the tier list, but I'm just gonna screenshot just in case. Oh, we did save it. Nice. Maybe move Cat Tyrant down a tier. Cat are very hygienic animals. But the thing is, we're talking about Pulchra here, okay? Who lives in outer ring? Who lives out? Oh, like who's always outside? Like sure, cats, house cats that is not always like outside. Sure, if they are one in Zenless, but they're not, especially in Pulchra. So I wouldn't say Pulchra is like on a not bad category. Pulchra has that massage demo, and does that prove anything? No. Nekomata, I put Nekomata on Stinky, and I remove her on Musty, even though she's a cat, because for some reason, always like if there's always like a crumbs of from Nekomata, she's either always outside, she sleeps outside, she used the same freaking like outfit all the time, like she like, I mean, of course all the characters use the same outfit all the time, but like she like in her daily life she doesn't change it, we know that. So like she's probably gonna be stinky as fuck, and she doesn't have any fur, and I feel like if she doesn't have any fur like Pulchra, she's gonna have like BO, like a high BO. I just know about it. And also, she licks herself all the time. Okay? That doesn't prove that she's healthy. Like, lick yourself right now. Like, lick your hands right now like a cat. And then smell your hands. Let's see if you don't smell that your saliva smells like a freaking like a dead mouse. Okay? Pulchra seems to be a type to care about hygiene, but we're talking. I mean, come on. Like I said, we're talking about like full day smell. Okay, we're talking about full day smell here. Like yes, I'm gonna put Pulchra. If let's say like we're actually like talking about like by the time where they actually like smell good, then I'm gonna put Pulchra like on smell good. But no, we're talking about like a character like full on like what do they smell at the end of the day, basically. And like I wouldn't say like I'm literally like gonna like if I'm talking about like only smell, like let's say well, like a random time of the day I smell the character. I'm not gonna put Trigger on the musty category because we do know that Sid said on her trust event that like when she explains the smell of like her teammates, like Soldier 11 and B smells like Lily, like or like Sid said that Orphe smells like gunpowder, and I don't know what they said or what Sid said on Trigger. I don't know, but he did say something about Trigger. Let me actually check. Okay, I have this. I have this. Okay. 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 I have lore wise. Okay, I have lore wise. You cannot argue with me with lore. Okay. You cannot argue with me with lore. Okay. I already said. I said this earlier. Everyone has their unique scent. Soldier 11 smells like Lily. Okay, smells like Lily. She smells like flowers. And Soldier 11 technically is like a clone, so basically like she's not gonna smell that bad like a normal person. Trigger smells like a sun warm blanket. It's not really like I mean, it's a pleasant smell, but like at the end of the day, is she gonna smell like a sun warm blankets? No, she's gonna smell musty, especially with those freaking leggings. Okay, Orphe smells like toasted marshmallows, and and Magu smells like a gunpowder. So bro, both of them smells like a freaking burnt something. Okay. Who else? I think she said something about Anbi also having the same smell as Soldier 11. Oh wait, Sid put some peach scented rust remover. Okay, so that means Sid probably at the end of the day still smells good. Like no, maybe no smell. Because I said this earlier, like Sid smell is gonna depend on how like Sid Senior smells inside or on the cockpit. So she does smell good because bro like used fruits and shits on herself. Look at that. Bro, it probably smells good. Oh my god. It's confirmed. Sid smells good. By that logic, Ellen Tail must smells like fish. But yeah, but it's not. Ellen Tail doesn't smell like fish. So it's like there's no point of arguing with me like the cat tyrants is like how is very hygienic. Yeah, you sure they can be very hygienic. But at the end of the day, are they gonna smell good? No. Okay? No. And same as Ellen. Like the only reason why fish smells bad is because they are always in the sea. Okay? That's why they smells bad. They smell like fish. They smell fishy. But like this is a tyrant, you know? We cannot have the same expectation as their animal version of like stinkiness or something or smell. You know? You cannot expect them to have it. The only thing that you can argue is fur, because scientifically fur is gonna give you like, you know, fur is gonna like give you more incentive to smell kind of bad, you know. Imagine Yudhari, then no, it's not gonna smell bad. Yudhari is not gonna smell bad. You cannot have the same concept of Yudhari, like a sea creature tyrant being like smells like sea or something, because they're not in the sea, you know. Like most of their days are outside of the water, so like you cannot have the like expectation for them to smell fishy. I'm just saying. Oh my god, what a conversation. I gave you guys some evidence for Sid, okay? No one can argue with me that. With Sid, we have some. I don't know if you have some information about some characters. But this is just based on their personality, especially also based on like what they do all day, you know. Because we all know some of the people who smells good in this one is like Astrea is probably gonna be always smells good because bro is a pop star. She always needs to be smells good. Jane though is probably gonna have always a perfume on her hands because bro is always carrying some makeup kit. Yanaka is probably gonna smell like an office lady. And probably also gonna have like perfume because she's always on the office, not really active all the time. She's doing paperwork and shits. Like Hugo, it's probably gonna be the same. Bro doesn't have any work. Bro is stealing, and it's at night. Like she's stealing always at night. So she's that bro who doesn't get affected by like a very sun, like a sun smell. Alice is the same. Alice is like a student. She's probably gonna have like a makeup kit on her hands, probably having some perfumes also, and she's also prestigious person. So there's no way she's gonna smell bad. Vivian is like, we already know Vivian is also prestigious kind of character, so like there's no way she's gonna smell bad all day. Lucy is like one of those like probably gonna smell bad at the end of the day, but you know bro is always like have those like expensive ass shampoo, expensive ass perfume, because bro is like also a prestigious lady, by the way. Lycon is also not really prestigious, but like they are like high defined organization or like faction, so they always work with nobles and like higher ups and stuff. There's no way all day long they're gonna like at the end of the day they're gonna smell bad. It's like an etiquette. Bro got etiquette, so there's no way bro is gonna smell bad. Same as Rina. Yidhari, also a writer. She's always stays at her home, you know. And we know she takes bath and she's not really employed. I mean, she's a proxy. But most of her time is always writing something. Ellen, also etiquette for their faction. Corinne, also etiquette from their faction. Nicole probably is someone who used cheap ass cologne but probably smells good. Zhao, she just looks clean. Sid, and we know Sid does have some the spray some freaking like, you know, smell like, yeah, like peach flavored spray on like Sid Senior, and she's there all the time. She's gonna smell like fruits, you know, all day. Yo, what's up, that guy? What the hell did I walk into? Oh, we're ranking ZZZ characters, who's the stinkiest and who's the smelliest. Okay. Jane has been getting out of the sewers. What the fuck? Why do you think that tyrants is like acting like they're you know, they're represented animal? Do you think like, yes, Jane Doe is a rat tyrant, but do you think like Jane Doe is like running herself on puke all the time, eating some puke on the, or going rampaging some trash or something? Of course not. She's a fucking human being, bro. Like, are you gonna expect Lycon to run around in the mud and shits? Gonna smell like a fucking dog? Of course not. She does get out of the sewers. I mean, she's a rat. I'm just kidding. I mean, that's only one instance. This is not even a specified like something, you know. This is not even a specified situation. Like, what is like Jane Doe's gonna do all the time? She's gonna be a spy. She's not always gonna be on the sewers. Come on. Yun doesn't like his agent slander. Hunter, Yun doesn't do trust events. Oh, bro, I do trust events. Fuck you, Durak. Even though I don't do trust event on the game, I read. Okay? Why do you think I know that Sid like gave us information about like the Obo Squad smell? Okay? I haven't done Sid trust event yet, but why do I know this? Because this is a trust event, like dialogue, you know. Why do you think I know this? I read, baby. You think you think? Yes, I do not do trust event in the game, but I read this. Okay, I read these informations. I'm at a different level from you guys. I read wiki. How are we gonna rank then? I mean, we're gonna rock them from their usual stuff. Like we know Grace is always on like doing something, and she's also sleeping all the time on her workshop. So she's probably gonna stink all the time. She's probably not gonna shower for a few days, right? Same thing as Astra Yao. Like bro is a pop star, like, always doing some pop star shit. Jane Doe, she's probably not gonna be always in the sewers. Let's be honest here. Like who's always gonna be on the sewers? Like come on, bro is like literally a certified spy. You know, same as Yanagi. Of course, Yanagi is always active, but all the time, most of the time, her work is on the office work. So like, she's not gonna be always outside all the time. So this is like a generalized situation, like on what they do, on what is their like profession and shits. That's why I said like Piper cannot do her truck, but most of her work is related to truck and delivering something. So that's why like we are focusing on that scenario, because that's what most of our stuff do. Like Jane Doe doesn't go to like sewers all the time, you know. She has some spy work too. It's not like she's gonna go like to the sewers all the time, you know. Next time bro, I do Jane Doe Trust event, okay? I know she goes to the sewers, but like we're not gonna expect Jane Doe is always on the sewers, okay? See, I have Jane Doe's dynamic wallpaper. I did all Jane Doe's events when she came out. Oh wait, you guys cannot see it, but look, like literally Jane Doe is like one of the characters that I actually do trust event. See, this is all the characters that do trust events. Jane Doe is one of them. If I know something, especially me who is a Jane Doe main, I know bro doesn't stink as fuck, okay? I cannot accept this Jane Doe slander just because I didn't put your cat on a do not smell category, okay? Just because your cat is not down here for not bad, okay? You're attacking my Jane Doe, who probably not always in the sewers all the time. I gave you an explanation for this ranking, okay? We're not talking about specifics. Do you think Jane Doe lives in the sewers? The fuck? We're gonna fight, okay? I'm actually gonna crash out if you keep saying the same shit over and over again. I keep saying, okay? Jane Doe main. Name every Jane Doe. What do you mean? You're not even making sense. Nekomata is not in the same level as Grace? What do you mean? Bro is literally homeless. Before going into the cunning hairs, bro is homeless. Did we forget that? Even on her demo, on her like character teaser, bro is literally sleeping outside, having this like black freaking like cloak and shit, having a cat with her, like a wild cat by the way, with her all the time. Probably not doing some hygiene shits. And yes, I could argue, yes, she's not stinky anymore because she's on the cunning hairs already. But do you think Nicole is gonna share some of those fancy ass shampoo with her? Hell no! There's no way. Billy definitely smells like nitro fuel oil gun? Probably. You know, most of the cunning hairs will smells like mold as hinted from the house they live in. Yeah! And you guys still think Nekomata will not smell bad? Bro is literally homeless before this, by the way, before joining Cunning Hairs. And bro joined Cunning Hairs, the cheapest fucking faction ever. And bro, did you see where they live at? Did you even see where they live? Their freaking hideout. Let me actually check. What is this? What chapter is it? Is it chapter 1? Comics. ZZ. Where is it? Or is it chapter 3? I think it's chapter 3. I have some evidence, by the way. You cannot talk to me like this, like I don't know Zenless Zone Zero characters. Look where they live. They live like Deadpool, bro. Look at that. They live like Deadpool. Their fucking place is like must as fuck. They have freaking leather couch. That's already a red flag sign. That you know that fucking basement is gonna smell as so bad. Basic hygiene, bro. Look at their hideout. Bro got a leather couch. You're telling me they got a good hideout, okay? Look at those mold. Look at those. Look at that. Trash. Look at that. And you know, bro, Nicole is stingy with those fancy ass perfume, okay? You know, bro is a stingy person, a cheap ass person, okay? Plants outside. Where is the plant? Oh, what plant? What plant are you talking about? Where? It's literally sticking. Jeez, bro. You cannot tell me like Nicole, especially how cheap they are. With like freaking burger wrappers all the time, all where they live. Where is it? Bro literally lives outside. Okay? Lives outside before this. Lives in the lake. Look at that. Bro lives outside with the cats, by the way. Lives outside with the cat. And guess where Nicole found Nekomata, okay? Guess where Nicole found Nekomata. Do you know where Nicole found Nekomata? Their first interaction on a fucking alleyway. Just like a freaking wildcat. And yes, you could argue, like I said, you could argue Nekomata probably showers now after joining Cunning Hairs. But you think she still not stinks? She wears the same outfit all the time? And probably like sleeps outside? Look at that! She literally found Nekomata on an alleyway. See where she fucking lives. that Anbi rappers and do you think trashing around some rappers on their freaking living room is still not a good sign that they just doesn't care on that room? Come on, come on, come on, bro. Let's not kid here and say, no, come on. Your goat is fucking stinky. Your cat goat is stinky, okay? Your standard character is stinky as fuck. Accept it, okay? You cannot argue with me, especially when I'm someone who actually analyze all of these trailers, okay? Let's not kid here. The one who you're arguing with is literally me. I give up. You know what? You win. I can't argue with your one-sided logic. What is one-sided logic? You haven't literally give us any evidence. What did I do for the past 20 minutes talking about Nekomata? I gave evidence. And sure, maybe their hideout is not a good evidence. I gave you the next evidence where literally where where Nekomata is like residing. Bro is residing in a fucking alleyway like a freaking wildcat. And also big evidence also that bro lives outside. Doesn't change her outfit. Okay? She's also wearing the same fucking cloak that she has on the freaking like character teaser. I gave evidence, and these evidence are in public. Okay, what am I supposed to say? Give me an evidence that Nekomata smells good. Give me evidence that Nekomata smells good, and I will shut the fuck up. If you cannot give me anything, then what? Because I gave mine. I gave my side. It's not one-sided. It's a one-sided evidence, sure. Because you haven't given me anything. Hyun is it's like talking to Soldier 11 means telling them that she's mid. I mean, give me evidence. Give me evidence. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Give me evidence that Soldier 11 is good at M0. Give me evidence that Soldier 11 can clear the end game. Can kill the boss in Deadly Assault without using a freaking maybe M6 lighter or some shit, or M6 Orphe. Give me an evidence that your goat is good. Can we see their personal life every day? No. So then why are you arguing with me with Nekomata then? Because I'm arguing with logic. I'm arguing with evidence. We have an evidence that bro is stinky. So I gave her the stinky here. I'm just saying. I used the I made a ranking with logic, with evidence, with reference. We see 3 minutes of one day. That's all the evidence. First of all, no. And you didn't give any evidence at all. Then give me an evidence that you can prove that Nekomata is not stinky. Because I'm all for it. Because you're all talk, you didn't give anything. You're literally moving the goalpost when I'm on the same goalpost giving you evidence right now. And by the way, this is real. I'm arguing with you why Nekomata is stinky. Okay? I gave evidence. All I'm just saying, prove me wrong. Because you're not proving me anything. You're not proving me wrong. Okay? Because I already gave you two evidence, the character teaser, her using the same freaking cloak shit outside, no home. Probably have home, but probably lives in an alleyway. Second evidence, first interaction with Nicole. Okay? Where there's clearly evidence that she got a barricade, kind of like a home situation, where she kind of like resides with the same cloak, probably the same day. Because the character teaser happened at night, and the Nicole situation happened at day. So, give me evidence that you could prove me wrong, then I will shut the fuck up. But if not, then I won't. I can't give evidence and we can't see bathroom personal items is the same as any other character in the game. We don't have any information from these characters. We don't have any information. I just ranked them by the reference that we got. Trust events and shits, like see it. So A, I rank Nekomata based on my evidence. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You can't argue with me when I have evidence, bruh. Argue with me when you have a good evidence that Nekomata actually smells good. If not, then hey, what can we do? I'm waiting for someone to prove me wrong. That's all I'm asking. So the bar is for not mid. He has to kill at M0. That's like 99% of the cast lamang. Do you build her right? No? Then don't say stupid shit. Yun is a meta. Yeah, I'm a meta player. My meta player is thinking who is the stinkiest character in Zenless. Who's the stinkiest character? This is the most meta shit that I can ever do, by the way. Like, argue with me who's the stinkiest character. If you cannot prove it, then hey, find something that you can prove. Because right now, you cannot move me. I'm easy. By the way, I'm easy to to be proven wrong. Okay, if you gave me an actual evidence, then hey, I will put Nekomata on a maybe not bad smell. I would give her that, but at the moment, no. You're saying that Agent has to kill M0 not to be mid is the most meta shit I ever heard. Of course, it's a joke. What do you mean, Nurak? Do you really expect an M0 character to kill? I mean, sure, some characters can. I mean, I shown you some Banyue shit that literally killed the two new boss with M0. But at the same time, that's just like one time thing. Nekomata, did you even shower today? Nekomata, of course I did. Gray, stop saying weird stuff. Okay, where is that? Tell me where that dialogue is. Because I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna, by the way, I'm gonna dissect that. If that dialogue is real, then I'm gonna dissect that. Because I can already dissect that. Because even Grace herself, okay, you know what? Let's dissect it. Let's say it's real. Before you give me the source of where that dialogue is. Let's say it's real. Why did someone ask Nekomata if Nekomata showered? That implies that Nekomata doesn't shower sometimes. And guess what? That means she probably smells bad. Hey, see? You still haven't proven me wrong. Hey. Still no evidence. I'm unsure. But, hey. I'm just saying. Did you ever smell a person that eats stand spicy food? Smells horrible. I mean, it's based on their genes because it's based on your BO genes basically. Because some people that eat spicy food doesn't really like smells that bad. It's just based on genes and shits. Same as like BO genes. Because I did kind of study this because I did a research at school at one point talking about like body odor and shit and like how different it is with different situation based on their genes basically. What tier list is this? Stinky tier list. Showers smells bad anyways. Did you not even like? Did you not even like hear what I said? Like, why did okay? Let's say Grace said that. You didn't. By the way, you didn't even give me any source. If that dialogue is real, by the way, give me the source. Then I will see if that source is real. But I'm just like assuming it's real. Okay. Then why did that someone ask Nekomata if Nekomata showered? Like I said, it implies that she doesn't shower. Okay? Sometimes she doesn't shower. That means she stinks. I'm not saying if she showers, she stinks. No. It's like what? You're not making sense. You're not even like thinking what I'm saying. Like I said, why would someone question Nekomata if she showers? Because that implies if you're gonna question someone, that implies that most of the times, or maybe sometimes, that she's not showering. It's from an event. Okay, if it's real, like I said, I'm assuming it's real. Tell me, that guy Durak. Tell me why if someone asks you, do you shower today? Don't they think that you don't shower? Why would they ask that? There's no point of asking that if that someone doesn't think Nekomata doesn't shower. You know? Draft Slayer, that's the rough as fuck like stuff, maybe that's true. But like if we're talking about smell, that's probably not true. Mainly because of like sea tyrants and shits. Sea tyrants live like a human and unless. So like you cannot expect a sea tyrant to smell fishy, you know? That guy, I'm gonna trust you that it was from an event, okay? That Nekomata, that Grace said that to Nekomata. But I feel like we can all agree if we're gonna ask someone, did you shower today? That someone is like implying that, hey, did you even shower? Or like on previous times, that someone probably like smells like probably smells. Not everyone showers every single day also. And that depends on your body. And if you don't shower, if you have like a bad BO and you don't shower most of the times, and you know you smells bad, that's just your fault. Yeah, it depends. But we're talking about Nekomata here. Because why would someone assume that she shower or she did not shower, you know? I'm referring to Hunter logic because it looks like some Tyrant don't possess every attribute anomaly counterparts have. Yes, that's true. That's why, like I said, some of the Tyrant logic that you are saying, Hunter, is doesn't really apply on most characters. Like I said, because let's say a dog, right? A normal dog. You cannot expect a dog to have the same hygiene as human. But you can expect a dog tyrant to have the same hygiene as human because dog tyrant is a humanoid person. who thinks like a human, same as human, you know. But you cannot expect, okay, I'm saying this right now, you cannot expect that to Nekomata because she does lives like a human. She's not like a normal cat, but someone did assume that she shower. And we know her living situation before going to Cunning Hairs too. Okay, we do have some evidence. Remember Nekomata said something like Grace, she smells like old food, and Grace asked Nekomata if she showered. Then that means also Grace expecting Nekomata to smell bad then. It's the same thing. If that's the context, then it's still the same thing, you know? If Ellen has more human features, then it makes sense to not have rough skin. Therefore, Neko being more human makes more sense to things like a regular human. Yeah. And like let's say Nekomata is a normal human being, okay? If you're a normal human being and before joining the Cunning Hair, you have a habit of not showering all the time, but you know you smell bad. You live on an alley. You use the same outfit all the time. When you're not really cleaning yourself and you live in an alley, then like what do you expect? You know? That someone is Grace. Oh, that's that's a feature. Like I said, like okay, we're doing some different topics here, but like Dragslayer said, Ellen have more human features than fish creature like features. So like, of course, Ellen's still gonna have those fish creatures. So there's no point of arguing with that. There's no point of arguing with like the like if like you know that Ellen one because obviously the tyrants have more human features than their animal counterparts, you know? To be fair with the whole outfitting, it's safe to say they use a current where they have multiple same outfits, never stated, but it's used to for ease of life. But we cannot do that on Zenless though. I mean, yes, we can do that on Zenless, but at the same time, we do have some evidence where they change their outfit. You know, some of them have work uniforms, but we don't have anything about Nekomata. You know, and it's also safe to say with Nekomata, based on her living situation before cutting hairs, that she does have like maybe okay. I guess let's be like fair here with Nekomata. Maybe she has the same outfit, two same outfit, maybe. You know, like on Zenless, we already have like evidence that that trope that exists because we're using the same character all the time. But like Zenless is a real world that they use like different outfits. We already know. We literally this patch we already have a situation where a character switch outfits. So like yes, that trope is only for convenience sake, you know. But if we're actually like talking about the character itself, if that character actually changed something, Nekomata is not really a good example of that, you know. And also we're talking about Stinky here. Okay, let's go back to the your evidence of like Grace saying, "Do you even shower? Did you even shower today?" Like I said, you still haven't proven like not, there's still nothing that proven me wrong that Nekomata is stinky. And by the way, it also solidify more my ranking that Nekomata and Grace talk to each other and they know they stink. Both of them stinks. They literally the stink gong. It's a fucking I didn't even like notice that like that dialogue yet. I don't know where that came from. Maybe I don't remember that dialogue. But like it's a freaking big coincidence that my tier list, the stinkiest character, is literally interacting, talking about if they even shower today. They question both of them. Both of them question themselves. If like Gray shower being Nekomata shower. And a big coincidence that both of them are on the top of my tier list of being the stinkiest character in the game. You know? To be fair, we have seen Nekomata clean herself like a cat in a cutscene. Yeah, that's true. And guess what? Nekomata is more human than cat. Because she's a tyrant. And if we like expect her to eat all the time, let's say on the cunning hairs, she still clean herself with her tongue. We still don't know her hygiene. But if she hits all the time and she cleans herself with her tongue, like I said right now for you guys, chat, lick your hands right now with your saliva, with the saliva. Clean yourself like a cat on your hands. Smell your hands after. Let's see if it smells good. Okay? Because Nekomata is more of a human than a cat. I mean, she does have cat features, but like, she's supposed to act like a human. And of course, like most cat girls in like anime, they do their like cleaning thingy. But if we're talking about realistically, it's not really cleaning themselves. It's just maybe like some like a cat habit or something. Because if we're talking about it realistically, if you lick yourself right now, especially like like right now, if you lick yourself, you're more like Nekomata if you lick yourself right now. You don't have like the ear stingy, but Nekomata is still doing it herself. And it's not even like she doesn't have fur on her hands. She doesn't have fur on her whole body. So there's no point of licking herself if we're thinking about it realistically. Because if you lick yourself right now on your skin, you don't have anything to clean. Lick yourself right now. Smell your fucking hands after. It's gonna smell like your fucking saliva. Yeah. Yeah, I said that earlier, that guy, that it's confirmed that Orphe smells like a toasted marshmallow and Magus smells like a gunpowder. We already know that. By the way, then your opinion, do you think Nekomata never bat until... Of course, Nekomata cleaned herself before joining Cunning Hairs. But at the same time, if you think about it, like, if you think about her living situation before Cunning Hairs, she she probably doesn't like clean herself all the time using bat. Because we already have evidence that she acts like a cat, you know? But even though realistically, she's not supposed to, because it does that those habits of a cat doesn't really work well as her being a cat tyrant, because she's more like human. So like it adds more evidence that she's gonna smell bad, you know? And let's say Cunning Hair, she cleans herself all the time now. But like at the same time, when Grace questioned Nekomata, from your evidence by the way, when Grace questioned Nekomata, I'm assuming that on that situation, Nekomata already joined Cunning Hairs, right? So when like Grace questioned Nekomata if she does shower, then that kind of proves a point where like sometimes Nekomata just doesn't shower. Maybe like she doesn't shower for 2 days and or something. Because like why would Why would Gray say that then? You know? I'm just saying, nobody is still proving me wrong. Prove me wrong that Nekomata doesn't stink. Because I'm also saying this as like Grace, right? Sure, Gray, like Grace also sometime, like most of the times, Grace just showers. But we can't expect Grace to smell stinky as fuck because we know Grace is working all the time on her workshop and even like sleeping on her outfit on her workshop all the time. She's fucking a mess. So we can expect her to smell stinky. Same as Nekomata. And like yes, Nekomata can shower, but like I'm saying this in general. Do you think Nekomata would smell good or will smell bad? And by the way, that's what we ranked earlier. Like if we're talking about specific day where like let's say fuck, I forgot the name. Let's say on the specific day, Grace shower, and I'm ranking Grace because she showers today. Do you think I'm gonna put Grace on stinky? No, I'm gonna put Grace on smell good because she fucking showers. Okay, but overall, without any specifics, you can expect Grace to fucking stink. Same as Nekomata, right? Because we have these evidences that she doesn't shower all the time. Okay? She works outside all the time. She acts like a cat even though she doesn't need to act like a cat, where it's like more inconvenience to act like a cat cleaning herself with her tongue, even though there's no need for it because she doesn't have any fur to clean when she's licking her like freaking hands and shits. You can expect me in general to think Nekomata stinks. Also, that Grace Nekomata interaction, Grace teasing Nekomata with that joke, moving the goalposts. Let's not move the goalposts. Let's go back. Because if that's the case, okay, if you think that Grace Nekomata interaction was a teasing joke, then that's not an evidence anymore. That's not an evidence. Okay? That's not an evidence anymore. Sure it can imply that Nekomata is clean, but it doesn't give an solid evidence that Nekomata smells good. Because we're like, I'm asking here, give me an evidence that Nekomata smells good. That she doesn't smell. She doesn't smell stinky. Okay? The only way that Nekomata would not smell without shower if she has the same trait as cat sweat minimally or from the paw. And yeah, I agree with that, Drum Slayer. But like we also said earlier that tyrants is more human than their animal counterparts. They do still have the habits, they still have the traits of the animal counterparts, but they're more human than animal. So, with Nekomata having more exposed skin, I'm just saying, yes, maybe we can add the cat trait of sweating minimally. Yes, we can add that. But like we have a lot of genes people that even though they don't sweat, they still smells bad because of like the dirt that are sticking on our skin. That's like that's what BO is. Like dirt that are like sticking on our skin, and the reason why it smells bad is because our sweat is like mixing with the dirt and it's making it smell bad. That's what BO is. That's why like when we sweat, we smell bad. Okay? I have said that. Again, there's 3 tiers to Tyrant. Holy. But yeah, like Nekomata is more human. So like I said, she's more stinky then. Because there's no point of licking herself. Like there's no point of that. Unless she's like Pulcra. Unless she's Pulcra where like she's she's all fur. Then there's a point for her to like click herself. You know? There's actually like a good explanation why she licks herself. But she doesn't. That's the thing, she doesn't. So there's no point of that. That's why I said she's more human than her animal counterpart. But if we're talking about Pulcra, then sure, you can say Pulcra doesn't stink and acts like a cat, actually have more cat traits, actually more clean as a cat, then sure. Like literally, Pulcra is not stinky. That's why on my tier list, Pulcra is just musty because it's still fur. She still have human traits here and there, you know. But there's she's not stinky, same as Nekomata. See, like I'm just proving my rank is right. Yeah, that's why it's an if. Yeah, that's an if because we don't know, we don't have any evidence. But I'm also talking with my evidence. I mean I gave my evidence. Can we just move on from this? No, this is a good a good talk. Talking. Oh my god, I'm already streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Holy shit, talking about stinky. Either you want evidence that is there visible in game, or you want me to show evidence from a fictional world. Show an evidence from fictional world. Like, just give me an evidence. Any evidence that proves to me that Nekomata doesn't stink in general. Okay? Like, just prove to me that Nekomata doesn't stink in general. That's it. Because literally that's all I'm asking. Because I asked you an evidence, you gave me a very good evidence, but it proves to me that it's stinky. That evidence proves that it's stinky. Then you said this evidence is just a joke. So like, why is that an evidence if it's an if just a, it's just a joke? You know, like why is that an evidence? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I asked you evidence, you gave me something, and then you said it's a joke or it's probably like teasing. Then it's not a evidence anymore. It doesn't hold any values anymore. You know, it just assumed that Nekomata probably showers all the time. It just assumes, but it's not a fact, or it doesn't hold any factual value anymore. You keep ignoring being the tyrant. No, I'm not ignoring being the tyrant. I'm not ignoring being a tyrant. I already said it earlier. Like with your Miyabi also. I mean, I didn't put Miyabi on the stinky because I mean Miyabi acts like more human than her animal counterparts. I mean, do we see Miyabi acts like her human counterparts? No. You know? You keep bringing up other topics, misinterpret turning into. No, I'm not I mean, okay, sure, let's talk about your evidence instead. Okay? Then where is your evidence? Your evidence you already said your evidence is like just a joke. Then there's no factual like value in it anymore, you know? I would mate press pulcra. I mean that too. But like that would be a crazy musty session though. That would be a musty session because you know like upper like her fur sticking to like your bare skin while like on a room doing some steamy shits. Ooh, that's gonna like I don't know. I might feel weird about that, but would maybe would. That's crazy. Where's your evidence? Where's your evidence? I already gave most of my evidence already. You're the only one who didn't give me anything. You literally the only one who didn't give me anything. I literally gave you 3 examples, by the way. Living situation, character teaser, also first interaction with Nicole. I already gave me evidence. And in average um work with Nekomata with the cunning hairs. I also gave a like an evidence on how she acts, her habits as a cat, where it doesn't make sense for her to lick herself when she doesn't have a fur. So it's just gonna make herself smells more because there's no point of cleaning herself with her saliva when she doesn't have a fur on her hands. So it's just gonna be like you right now, you as a human licking yourself, and if you smell your hands, it's gonna smell bad. You want me to enter the game, stalk Nekomata or what? Okay, you're losing yourself here, bro. Because I gave an hey, bro. Here's the thing, just give up. You cannot win against me. You cannot prove that Nekomata smells good. Okay? Cannot prove Nekomata smells good. You as like I said, Nekomata is more human than a cat. Like if you think about it realistically, do you think there's a point of her licking herself, her bare skin, when she doesn't have a fur? Like like what's the thing that you cannot understand from that? Because you can literally do the same thing as what Nekomata is doing to herself, licking her hands. Lick your hands right now. It doesn't matter if Nekomata does it or a human does it. It's still the same. Okay? Unless Pulchra does it. Because if Pulchra does it, it actually makes sense. Still a tyrant, yes, but she's more human than her counterpart. Pulchra is more cat-like than her human. You know? So that's why like I'm giving you an explanation why her habit as a cat doesn't make sense. Bro, FS. Bro, you don't even understand. Like I okay. Durak, that guy, Drive Slayer. Am I if what I'm saying confusing as fuck? On your logic, she's human. No, she's not. She's a tyrant. But like she's more human than her cat counterpart. And she's autistic. Okay, okay. So I am now doing some random topics now, I guess. When you're saying she's autistic. Yeah, unless, but we don't have evidence with that, Drive Slayer. Like I said, it make more sense to think about it with like her being a tyrant, right? If she's more human, her visuals is more human than a cat, then there's no point of licking herself because she doesn't have any fur on her limbs. If we're talking about Pulchra, then we can assume that Pulchra is clean because if she licks herself, there's actually a point of her licking herself because she has a fur. That's why cat is licking their fur, because to clean themselves. But with Nekomata, there's no point of licking herself when she doesn't have a fur. She doesn't have a fur on her limbs. So that's like it doesn't make sense for you to argue with like this thing. Yes, she's still a tyrant, but she's more human than her cat counterpart. Same thing as Ellen, where Ellen doesn't smell fishy. Okay? Because she's more human than her fish counterpart. Okay? You don't see Ellen swimming all the time. You know, most of the time you see Ellen outside of water because she's more human than her fish counterpart. Why am I confused? What is so confusing about that? Okay, yeah, you said it. Sure, level one is like the furry level one is Nekomata. Tell me what's the point of her licking herself if she doesn't have a fur? Tell me. This is such a like basic ass information, bro. You know what? Let me show you visual presentation, okay? Pulcra. I'll show you a picture of pulcra because if maybe you guys don't remember what pulcra looks like. Pulcra have more fur. This is not skin. This is fur, okay? All of this is fur. Nekomata is more human. Why is she more human? Because she doesn't have fur all over her body. She have hair like human. She have tail like a cat. But that's all her fur is. Where is the fur? Unless on her pussy. But she doesn't lick her own pussy. Because why? She's not a fucking cat. I mean, she's a cat tyrant. She have cat traits, but she's more human. Are you gonna okay, on a dog tyrant, are you gonna expect a dog to lick, are you gonna expect Lycon to lick her fucking genitals to clean herself? No! Are you gonna expect Nekomata to lick her fucking genitals to fucking clean herself? Fuck no! Because she's more human than cat. And even on Pulcra, if Pulcra licks her fucking genitals to clean herself, to clean her genitals, it's more weird because she's also like she has humanoid thing. She doesn't think like cat. She think like a human person. She fucking shampoos her fucking hairy ass bush. What's the point of tyrant tiers if all of them just have animal counterparts have? Yeah, and that's like that's like the argument of Hunter. Like it's so stupid. You already know there's level to it, but you still don't understand that there's no point of some of their habits doesn't have any points. Same as Nekomata, there's no point of licking her fucking arms because she have more human feature compared to Pulcra, where Pulcra have a lot of fur compared to Nekomata. Do you see fur? No. And the reason why cat, like the only reason why like they can clean themselves because the animal can clean themselves because they have a fur. So it makes sense for Pulcra to lick herself more compared to Nekomata because if Nekomata lick herself when she doesn't really have a fur to clean herself, there's no point of that. Because why? Because she's more human than her cat counterpart. Okay? She's literally us. If us lick ourselves, okay? Lick ourselves with freaking saliva on our hands without any fur. There's no point of that. They're talking about this enzyme shits, but we're just talking about some basic stuff. Like licking your hands. Like, bro, like I said earlier, do you gonna expect like Pulcra to fucking lick her like bush down there to clean herself? Fuck no. Are you gonna expect Nekomata that too? No. Like what? Oh my god, this is such a. This is just a no. Okay, sure. You know what? Let's give visuals too. Furry tiers. Furry levels. See? We have these furry levels. You all guys know this. Nekomata is level 1. Okay? She's not level 2. Okay? So there's no point of leaking herself when she have more human features than a cat features. Because what like Nekomata is missing is literally just fur all over freaking body. And the leaking part, she doesn't really need to do it in her uniform than the freaking furry form. Oh my god, I cannot show some of this because this is fucking not safe for work. Oh my god. I can't believe I had to like explain this the most basic ass shit. Yun, we should definitely just call it. I mean, it's a good discussion, not gonna lie. It's getting too far. It's not even getting too far. If I'm gonna go too far, bro, like, I'm just gonna crash out. But I'm not even crashing out yet. I'm just explaining some basic ass shit that for some reason can't understand. Like, I'm not denying that Nekomata is a tyrant. I'm not denying that Nekomata doesn't have any cat features. She does. She's just more humanoid, or she just have more human traits than her cat traits. That's all I'm saying. But with Pulcra have more of her cat traits than her human traits. So there's point for her to lick herself, to lick her bush, than Nekomata licking herself. Because there's no point of it. Yeah, it's also, yeah, like you said, Drow Slayer. His point also leaning into if, but I'm thinking about general. Like, generally, if you're looking at Nekomata, do you think she stinks or not? My opinion is she stinks. Same as Grace. Because why? Because of this, this, and this. Ah, my God. Like same thing as like like if if I'm gonna put like if I'm gonna have like such a very like very specified ranking on who's the stinkiest character, and let's say it's only Tyrant. Okay, let's remove Grace here and maybe Jufufu. They're the same thing, technically the same thing. Okay, more human than cat. If we're talking about specific situation and if I think they stink or not, then both of them would not be the stinkiest. But we're talking about general. Okay, Nekomata have a very like some evidence that sometimes she doesn't shower, she doesn't, maybe like she doesn't like sh her living situation is like very musty as fuck, you know? She's out all the time. So generally I can expect that she's fucking stinky. Compared to Jufufu, who actually lives a decent life, by the way. And we have an evidence like you you cannot expect for like Yishiwan to like let this fucking wild tiger to not wash herself all the time. And generally, you would think Jufufu will actually not will not be bad. She will she will maybe stink sometimes, but she's not gonna be bad. You know. By the way, put Shokaku's stinky tier because she said she is from the beans. Okay, I didn't know that. What the fuck was that? I mean, she's musty. Does she eats from the bin all the time though? This is funny as fuck. Keep going. uh, this situation is stupid, bro. Oh yeah, fucking hell. Sokaku eats everything including Venus abomination. True. But I feel like I can only I won't really put Sokaku as the stinky tier though. Only musty. Maybe I can put Sokaku at the higher tier of musty, but I won't put Sokaku on stinky. Because I can assume, generally, I can assume that Yanagi will take care of Sokaku. You know? So that's why like, okay. I feel like Sukaku, yeah, sure. She is on the bean. She will go up on musty. Most of the time she does that. What the fuck? That's weird. In my opinion, Neko is not as bad as Grace. That's all. Neko is top musky. Hunter is literally the Nekomata, like the rare Nekomata, like glazer. We're not even talking about how Hunter is the best, is like the most Nekomata glazer ever. Like the Nekomata is not stinky glazer. Yeah, was gonna say Yanagi probably cleanser. I mean, yeah, like you can like generally we can like you cannot expect Yanagi to let Sokaku be fucking stinky all the time. Of course not. Yanagi is always there to freaking take care of Sokaku. So even though she eats from the bean and shit, she eats Rina's abomination. I feel like it wouldn't really generally if you look at Sokaku, would you think that she's stinky? I feel like not, especially when like Yanagi is taking care of her. But high musty on times where Yanagi doesn't clean her. I mean, yeah, true. That's why she's like high musty. I won't say she's stinky because I can assume that she takes bath all the time, especially with like Yanagi on her supervise and shits. In my opinion, that's just I want for the tier list. I mean, yeah, that's the tier list already. Like Nekomata is lower than Grace because Grace is stinkier than Nicole. Not Nicole, not Neko. Should Bernice be in musty? She might cause it smell like alcohol. Here's the thing. I think of that and then I also where's where's Bernice? Where's Bernice? Ah, wait. Where is she? I also think of that, but she's like a bartender though. Because usually, okay, here's what I think. It's very hard to smell bad as a bartender. Mainly because most of the time, you will smell like alcohol. And as much as you guys, like, I feel like, here's my opinion. Alcohol kind of smells good, but it tastes bad. That's what I think. May I add, Evelyn smells good because Astra gives her scented soaps and shampoo. Oh, that's an information I didn't know. I feel like I would still not put Evelyn on smell good though. Just based on how freaking Evelyn lives. Bro, Evelyn lives like a fucking, like I said earlier, Evelyn lives like a fucking college student. A college boy. You know? Works out all the time. Go home. Like, on her underwear. Using a shirt. On her boxers. Like a fucking college student. Eating some ramen and shit. You see her room. Fucking like some like random microwave and then a fucking like maybe a plastic spoon, a freaking it's not even like a bed, but not really a bed. It doesn't have any bed frame, just the freaking cushion. I see Evelyn living like that. Where's the Evelyn PP? Because here's what I think also. Probably Evelyn probably lives like on like Astraeo's place anyway. So that's why like she lives like a fucking college student. Where is it? Look at this. Ugh, look at this place. You know this place stinks. All fucking workout stuff. Freaking eating some ramen. In a fucking her place looks like a fucking like a college boy room. You know her place smells like an old like an old house place, you know? And most of the time she's on Astra's like place. The shirt with no pants real vibe. It's just literally a fucking college like she literally lives like a college boy. Being musty might get her away from stealth work, true. That's why she's on like not smell. That's why she's no smell category. Here's my thing also. I put Yeshengguang on no smell mainly because I don't have any information of her at all. So that's why I put her on no smell. And also I think Yeshengguang is like a freaking summer child. Where like for some reason she doesn't really care about like all the stuff. You know what? Never mind. Based on her room, she probably lives like a fucking normal girl. Now that I think about it, the Haru tier makes me laugh. uh, as Evelyn pre-Astra would be not bad slash musty, but post-Astra definitely no spell. Yeah. Also, I don't even like Nekomata. Bro, you don't even like Nekomata and you're arguing with me with Nekomata. What the fuck is this? This guy. You guys, you're like arguing. Especially with a character you don't even like. I guess we're the same. I don't even like some of the characters that I'm freaking arguing about. Can we do Mog tier list next time? Okay, I'm gonna put that. I'm actually gonna put that on my notes because I literally have a notes pad of like tier list that I wanna make. I literally have like wife husband tier list and date tier list, like characters that would be the best character to date, you know. Next level rage baiter. Uh, Also put Charge 11 smells like an angel tier. Bro is smelly. Bro is like sweating all the time. I don't know why, but she's a clone, but she sweats. That's like one of the things that I don't like about robot stuff, you know? Like why are you making a semi-biological android clone shit and then add some useless thing that they should not even have? Like why put like a digestive system in them? Why put like a feature of them sweating? You know? Being like having a robot being a humanoid is fair, but like having like the features of them be like of a human that doesn't really matter for a or android robot clone shit is like just like why? Like that's why like I keep thinking like on androids and shits. Why are you making an android that have big boobs? You know? Why are you making an like an android that have, for some reason, genitals? Like, why are you like why are you giving this android some features of like sweating, peeing, removing some like a poopy? Like, why? There's no point. Sweating isn't used to cool down the cool the body down. Okay, you're just like you're just making excuses. There are some people that are making fuckable, that's why. And yeah, that's what I think too. Why are they making that way, that robot that way? Then that means they're doing some kinky ass shits. You know what? I spent too much time here already. Fuck you guys. I cannot believe I spent my literally my 2 hours in this stream arguing with you, with some of y'all. Fuck you. I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm just kidding. I'm waiting for the game awards. When is the game awards, by the way? Do we have any like do you have any stuff on the game awards? When is this? 8 a.m. tomorrow? Scheduled at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. tomorrow. I mean tomorrow my time. 8 a.m. Okay, the reason why I'm asking this is because we might get a Zenless Zero teaser for the game awards, because last time we got an Astra Yao and Evelyn teaser, and now we might get an AOD one. And also depends on how close the calling is. Can call, but it's meant to be something that's physical, but it's physically can't. The body will check it. I'm gonna say I see about the newer robots. Ah. Ah. It's been 3 hours already. I'm literally like spent. Like I'm so spent. Especially like arguing with you guys. I'm gonna end it right here. I'm tired. Fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you guys for coming. See you guys. Am I gonna stream tomorrow? Probably. You know what? I might stream tomorrow, because Deadly Assault reset is later. So tomorrow we might do some Deadly Assault. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna see you guys. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye. Fuck y'all. Bye bye. Bye. Love you guys. Bye bye. Fuck yeah.